You're about to witness the kind of collapse that leaves no smoke, no sirens, no headlines, just silence, the silence of a business owner staring at a blank screen, realizing that one click, one email, one small mistake has erased years of work. It doesn't matter how careful you think you are. Every company today lives one click away from disaster, and the truth is, the next victim probably doesn't even know it yet. It always starts innocently: a new invoice, a contract from a supplier, an email from a customer who needs urgent help. You're busy, your mind jumps between tasks, you click without thinking. That single moment, the reflex of a routine, opens a door you never knew existed. The system freezes for half a second, then returns to normal. You shrug it off and move on with your day, but in that moment your digital heart has been pierced. The infection has already begun. Within minutes, a silent algorithm begins its work. It spreads through folders, network drives, connected devices, and cloud accounts, encrypting everything it touches. Your company's memory is turning into unreadable code, locked behind an invisible wall only the attacker can open. You'll notice nothing until tomorrow, when you try to open an invoice or a client file and the message appears: all your files have been encrypted. Pay the ransom within 72 hours or lose everything. You think it's a glitch, you restart the computer, the same message greets you, only colder. Panic replaces logic. You try backups, but they're gone too, either encrypted or deleted. Your email stops working, your website goes offline, and your customers start asking what's wrong. That's when the truth hits. This is not a glitch. This is war, and you're losing fast. For many small business owners, that realization is unbearable. It's not just about the data, it's about identity. Every file represents hours, relationships, trust. Losing it feels like watching your entire life's work burn, except the fire is invisible and no one comes to help. You're left alone, staring at screens filled with ransom notes and countdowns, wondering how a normal day turned into a nightmare. The cruelest part is that hackers don't choose victims by name, they let their software decide. Millions of automated bots sweep the internet day and night, looking for weak spots, outdated websites, unpatched plugins, reused passwords, exposed databases. They don't need to know who you are, all they need is one open door, and there are more of those than anyone admits. Some attacks come disguised as opportunities: a PDF proposal, a shipment tracking link, a simple message pretending to be from your bank. They exploit human emotion, curiosity, fear, urgency. They don't need to outsmart technology. They only need to outsmart you for 3 seconds of trust, and they own everything. And once they're inside, it's not just about ransom. They steal data, read correspondence, copy credentials, install spyware to watch your every move. Some breaches stay hidden for months. You keep running your business, unaware that every password, every confidential document, every client's personal detail is being copied and sold. 90% of small businesses that suffer a major cyber attack never recover. Within 6 months, they're gone. Not because they lacked talent or passion, but because recovery costs more than they can afford, both financially and emotionally. The reputational damage alone is often fatal. Clients move on, partners hesitate, investors lose confidence, and trust, once broken, is the hardest currency to rebuild. The illusion that I'm too small to be hacked is the hacker's favorite weapon. They rely on it. They know small companies skip updates, postpone security audits, ignore backup schedules, and share passwords informally. Every shortcut becomes an open invitation. Every act of convenience becomes a future regret. Technology was supposed to simplify business, not endanger it, but the more connected we become, the more fragile we are. Every new device, every app, every cloud account expands your attack surface. Your printer, your phone, your smart camera, all tiny doors waiting to be tried. The threat is no longer outside, it's woven into the digital fabric of everyday life. And here's the paradox: the same tools that destroy can also defend. Cybersecurity is not about building walls. It's about building awareness. The businesses that survive are not the richest, they're the most disciplined. They understand that protection starts with habits, not hardware. They train their people to pause, to verify, to think before they click. They know prevention costs less than recovery, always. Think of your business like a human body. The firewall is your immune system. Passwords are your DNA. Backups are your organs in reserve, waiting to take over if one fails. Neglect one and infection spreads. You wouldn't skip sleep or food for a week, so why skip updates? Why ignore alerts? Why delay a security check that could save your entire operation? Many owners believe they're protected because they use antivirus software, but antivirus alone is like locking your front door while leaving your windows wide open. Modern attacks don't break systems, they impersonate people. They pretend to be your accountant, your bank, even your own employees. They exploit trust, not code. Even cloud storage isn't immune. If your login credentials are stolen, hackers can delete or encrypt everything remotely, and because it's the cloud, it syncs automatically, meaning even your local files disappear in real time. It's a perfect trap. Instant access becomes instant destruction. In the aftermath of an attack, there's a strange kind of silence. The first day is chaos calls, panic, disbelief. The second day is shame. You start blaming yourself, your team, your luck. You imagine what your clients are saying, whether they'll ever trust you again. The third day, exhaustion sets in. You realize recovery isn't just about restoring data, it's about rebuilding confidence, one painful step at a time. But some stories end differently. The survivors, the ones who refuse to give up, share a common trait: humility. They learned that security isn't a project, it's a mindset. They invested in regular training, built redundant backups, documented procedures, and tested recovery plans before they were needed. They didn't wait for disaster to teach them caution. The beauty of digital discipline is that it compounds. Every small improvement, every updated password, every verified sender, every tested backup adds another layer of resilience. Over time, those layers form a shield. You don't have to be invincible. You just have to be prepared enough that attackers move on to easier prey. And yet, awareness remains the hardest sell. You can show entrepreneurs statistics, horror stories, headlines, but until they feel the fear themselves, they rarely act. We humans learn best from pain, not from warnings. But in cybersecurity, that lesson costs too much. Prevention may feel boring, but boredom is what keeps your doors locked when danger passes by. There's also a moral side to this story. Every hacked company is not just a victim, it's a potential source of new victims. When your system gets compromised, it's often used to attack others, your suppliers, your clients, your friends. Protecting yourself protects them too. Cybersecurity is not isolation, it's collective responsibility. Technology evolves, but human weakness doesn't. We're still curious, still impatient, still too trusting. Hackers build billion-dollar industries on that psychology. They don't need to exploit machines, they exploit emotions. And until we understand that, they'll always be one step ahead. The good news? You don't need to become a tech expert. You just need to care enough to act. Use a password manager. Enable two-factor authentication. Keep backups offline and test them regularly. Update your systems, your apps, your devices. Train every employee as if they were a gatekeeper, because they are. Every click matters. Every login counts. The businesses that will thrive in this decade are not just innovative, they're resilient. They understand that trust is built not only by what you sell, but by how you protect what you hold. In a noisy world of shortcuts, integrity is the quiet advantage. And remember, cybersecurity is not the enemy of growth, it's the foundation of it. You can't scale chaos, you can't grow fear, but you can build confidence layer by layer, click by click, habit by habit. That's how you turn vulnerability into power. Imagine a future where your business becomes known not only for its success, but for its safety, where clients trust you not just because of your product, but because they know their data sleeps soundly in your care. That's the reputation worth fighting for. So the next time you open your inbox and see an attachment you weren't expecting, stop. The next time a system asks you to update, do it. The next time someone says it's probably fine, question it. Because those tiny moments of awareness are what stand between you and the abyss. The digital age rewards speed, but it punishes carelessness, and the line between progress and catastrophe is thinner than ever. One careless moment can destroy everything, but one mindful decision can save it all. Right now, there's a business owner watching this video who thinks this message doesn't apply to them. They'll scroll away, just like thousands before them, and maybe they'll get lucky, maybe not. But if you're still watching, you already understand that luck is not a strategy, preparation is. Take this as your warning and your opportunity. Back up your systems tonight. Change your passwords. Review who has access to what. Train your team. It's not about paranoia, it's about peace of mind. Because once you've seen what digital loss feels like, peace becomes priceless. You can survive a slow month. You can survive bad reviews. But you can't survive losing everything to a stranger who never even knew your name. Protect your dream before it becomes their profit. And if you want to keep your business safe in a world that's changing faster than ever, stay close. Subscribe to Sergiu Popovici and learn what others learned too late, how to defend what you've built, how to outsmart the invisible enemy, and how to make sure your story never ends with a click, because the next attack might already be written in someone's code. But your defense, the one decision you make right now, can rewrite your future. Don't wait. Protect yourself, protect your dream, protect everything that matters.